I could have made this into a Petty Pendergrass production. I'm contemplating whether or not I should or should not make it into one, because I don't miss a beat when it comes to dealing with the coonstress. But you know what? Fuck it. I'm gonna go ahead and do it anyway. So, I was getting ready to premiere a video on my channel when I saw Lisa did one at 8 o'clock involving the coonstress Candace Owens. And it's getting there, y'all. I think it's getting really close to that point. So, in case y'all haven't heard, Candace Owens went out shopping to Whole Foods, and I found out she's in DC. First off, that's too close to me. I hope I do not see her at all. Like, period. I will stay in my house to avoid having to see her face. Because who knows, I will be one of them people that will just walk across the street and risk getting hit by oncoming traffic just not to stand next to her. Like, that's how much I don't like her. But anyway, she was basically shopping out at Whole Foods, and she got reprimanded because she wasn't wearing a mask in public. Now, for those who live in this area, the mayor of DC, Muriel Bowser, basically put into place a few days ago that starting on Wednesday, or starting recent or upcoming, that you had to wear a face mask while you go out in public. Now, I know Candace has her ears to wherever they are, as big as they are. Them things look like satellite dishes. She had to have known that, but no, she didn't take it seriously. She didn't wear a mask, and then she got reprimanded. Now I'm gonna go ahead and read this article, and it states, furious Republican activist Candace the Coonstress Owens has said that the virus measures are spiraling into tyranny after she was stopped by police in Whole Foods for not wearing a mask. Owens took to Twitter on Tuesday to recount how she had been out shopping with her husband, unaware of Mayor Muriel Bowser's April 8th mandate requiring customers to wear a mask or mouth covering. Now, see, here's the thing right here. A lot of people in various states, or people who are governing various states, have all for the most part been on one accord where they are making it a requirement now that you have to wear a mask going out in public. Candace, how did you not know? How did you not know? And you are in she, I don't think she's from New York. I don't know where she's from. I really don't care. She could be from under a sewer. I wouldn't care. But if you are in New York, where they have the most cases, and I know they have to be required to wear a mask, how did you not know that you didn't have to wear one wherever you were at? That's my thing. But they said she's in DC, but this, like I said, the woman's an airhead. She said the 30-year-old who made a point of declaring her backing for the police says she could tell that the officer disagreed with the policy personally because of how frustrated she was becoming with customers complaining about shopping carts and surfaces not being wiped down. But despite this, the officer told Owens and her British husband, George Farmer, you guys have to wear your masks. And then she put on Twitter. And I'm going to read her tweet. Well, first off, she was retweeting someone named Oliver Darcy. He says, what the F? He says, WTF, or what the fuck is going on? The DC mayor announced last week that all shoppers at grocery stores need to wear masks in order to keep employees who are still going into work every day and serving their community safe during the pandemic. She retweeted and said, so we weren't required to wear masks to keep them safe when hundreds were dying from the flu, majority young, but we are now required to wear them because 69 people died from the virus, majority in elderly. It makes no sense, like working for CNN and thinking anyone gives a damn what you think. Do you hear the arrogance that comes out of this woman's mouth? We're not dealing with the flu here, Candace. See, I'm trying to keep my cool here, y'all, but this is how dull-witted this woman is. She's actually saying that, well, if we don't have to wear a mask during the flu, then why do we have to wear it during this? Because it's two different things. The flu, they have a monopoly. They have a monopoly on it, but they know how to contain the flu. This virus, which it is a virus, is something brand new, and they don't know how to contain it just yet. See, listening to her talk like that, I don't want to, I have the thought in my head, but I'm not going to say it on here. But let's just say this. Should Candace catch the woo-woo it'll be on her. It'll be all on her. But she goes on to say, wow, just had a police officer called over to me and my husband at Whole Foods because we were not wearing masks. We come to this Whole Foods every day. Oh God, so she is living in DC. She is closer. I thought she was in New York. Wait a minute, why are you going to Whole Foods every day? Do you know anybody who goes to the grocery store every day? Usually people who go grocery shopping, they go just to get enough food to last them maybe a week or two, and then they go back. And to my knowledge, Candace and her husband don't have any children. So why are they going to Whole Foods every day? Which I don't believe. Like, how do you go to a grocery store every day? Apparently, beginning yesterday, it is now illegal to come in without a mask. Total deaths in DC from the virus, 69. What the F is going on? Owens recounted, I said I don't have a mask. I haven't bought one. I didn't race to buy toilet paper. I'm not a part of the corona crazies, as she calls it. I'm not a part of the tinfoil hat bunkering in my basement. I'm just living my life. See the arrogance that just flows out of her so naturally. The conservative activist claims that she and her husband then had to partake in an absurd charade of holding their clothing up to their faces while having to pick up items in the store. Owens added, we must have been in the store for like 4 minutes picking some stuff, and the police officer chases me down and she says that she's getting complaints that I don't have a mask on. Following this anecdote, Owens forges on with her diatribe against the draconian virus measures imposed in Washington, D.C. and elsewhere, claiming at one point there is no empirical evidence to support the wearing of masks. In addition to 68 deaths, the nation's capital has more than 2,000 cases. See how she left that out? Candace only mentioned the deaths. She didn't also mention the 2,000 plus cases of people actually being infected with it. She thought because the death toll was only 69 that there's no possible way she could catch it. She has the mindset of a lot of those people that said black people can't get it. I wonder if she internalized that too. I'm thinking that she probably did. 45 sparked a furious backlash from Democrats yesterday when he dared to suggest he had the authority to decide when states would reopen for business, not governors. He has reluctantly sided with health experts who say that the lockdown measures, which have been replicated throughout the world, are the only way to prevent a catastrophe. But 45 also said that states in the Midwest, or those who are not badly hit, which could include DC as Owens described it, should not be bound to lockdown measures which are suited to densely populated cities like New York and Los Angeles. Owens, formerly the communications director for Turning Point USA, a conservative youth organization, married farmer at a Trump winery in Virginia in August, 8 months after they met. I don't have to read the rest of that. That's going to her little makeshift fairy tale. But like I said, this right here shows the arrogance that comes off of her. So because 69 people died in DC, she thinks she won't get it. She shouldn't have to wear a mask. Candace, there's a lot of people out there that are banking that you or your husband catch this. See, her arrogance supersedes her so much that she probably thinks that this is a hoax. She thinks that this isn't real. Oh, 69 people died. It won't affect me. Well, Candace, if we hear the next time that you talk about this virus and you on your little phone crying about this virus, oh well. But see, her arrogance will get and her ego will get so much of the best of her that even if she was to get it, we probably wouldn't know. She'll probably just lay low for a while or just tweet and act like nothing's happening to her, and then pop back up and then talk her shit some more on camera. That's the kind of person she is. But I am glad that she did get accosted by the same people that she loves so much, because you know this woman loves the police, but only when they deal with other black people. See, Candace, feels that she is the magical negress. How dare you touch me? I'm the one that supports you. I'm one of the few black people, or one of the few Negroes that actually loves you and supports Blue Lives Matter. How dare you touch me with your filthy hands? You're not supposed to touch me. You're supposed to touch those other black people. you know, the ones that don't like you, the anti-police state. And that's her mindset. That is her mindset, that she should not be touched by the police. But us, yeah, they can do what happens to us. And notice that she's not all supporting like the police. Well, probably not that person anyway. But that's all she does, is when stuff like this happens to her, which can be karma based, she gets on her Twitter and she starts to whine and complain and bitch and moan, as she usually does, because that's all she knows how to do. Now, I already know that her biggest fans and supporters are about to come out the woodwork, and they about to flood my comment section with a bunch of trolling comments, because every time I do a video about her, here they come. Here her support, her little fan base comes into play. But hey, it is what it is. It's nothing that a block button and a report as spam and hide from user button won't do or won't fix. But y'all let me know what y'all think about this down in the comments. Like, share, subscribe. Make sure you follow me on Twitter if you haven't done so already. Have your notifications turned on, and I will talk to you in the next one.